Hello, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023. In today's video, I want to take a look at a couple of very wealthy and influential people whose wealth and influence hasn't been quite as impressive as one might hope. Recently, landowners on the island of Maui, Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, organized a fundraiser. They committed $10 million to Maui relief. Now, think about this. Oprah is worth, I think it's $2 billion, more than $2 billion. And it takes 1,000 millions to make a billion. Seems like she could have funded that all herself. But the money she committed was based on donations from ordinary, everyday people. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has a net worth of about $800 million. He too could have easily put in $10 million of his own money. Instead, all they were doing was asking ordinary and everyday people who are struggling to make ends meet and put food on the table to dig deeper and help their fellow citizens, which people are willing to do, but not through this fundraiser, apparently, that Oprah and The Rock have authored. Now I want to go to a share screen, and I want to be very, very clear here. I firmly and fully believe that the Oprah Winfrey and the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson that we see are either CGI or have stand-ins playing their parts, or are 2.0s of some stripe or another, because they've been dealt with. And if that is outside of your worldview, then this video may not be for you. But so many formerly important and rich people in our society have been quietly dealt with and processed. And I believe that there are two of them. So I will share one of the some of the reasons I'm going to do this read about the two of them, because what gets me, I could see where if they had been processed, it might be nice to keep their property intact, so when disclosures come, you could show people what went on in those properties behind the scenes. I could also see, and it makes more sense to me, that as some people were dealt with, the deep state placed the altars in place to continue in their name and acting under their auspices, which would totally line up with them not having any true generosity. Apparently, Oprah hired a private firefighting force for her property on Maui before the fire started on August 8th. After the fires concluded, she had hired a private security firm to make sure displaced citizens didn't end up on her property. With her 2,000 acres there, she could have created quite a haven for displaced citizens. She could have truly been the humanitarian that I think she would like to be perceived as. So to me, it makes sense that what we're dealing with is a deep state insertion of a 2.0 in these cases. Let's go to my share screen, and then we're going to do a read about that, see if we can confirm that. If my suspicion, my intuition is guiding me right. It's not infallible. I never claim it is. And let's see what's going on, because otherwise it boggles the mind. If these were whites, what I see frequently when someone is being played by another and their handlers are in the light, they do good deeds. They go against their former stereotype quite a bit. But let's go to the share screen. I'll show you a compilation of that. And then, as always, you're welcome to, it's just a snippet of what's out there. You're welcome to do your own research, or if you'd like, just click on the Facebook link that will be in the video description box in the YouTube video. And you can see this compilation up close and personal and at your leisure if you'd like to. 1 second. Okay, here they are. Here is a screenshot from a TikTok announcement about the Fund of Maui that they were committing $10 million to. By the way, eligible recipients can receive no more than $1,200 a month, which will help them to get by month to month, but not to rebuild. Rebuilding by displaced citizens is not the goal here, I don't think. Okay, so here is a YouTube 1 minute response to that plea. And I also have another YouTube one because I know since I'm going to be putting this primarily on YouTube, I wanted to use sources that YouTube would not object to. Here is a YouTube video from several years back where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who appeared with Tom Hanks, talked about consuming little ones. Now, that wasn't a one-time thing. Here's another one where he's doing it, okay? And this is a compilation of several times where he made that that claim. I'm not going to say it was a joke, that claim. They have to remember, evil has to tell you what they're doing. And he did. As a result of that, that may be why, even in the most recent update by AMG News of Make Gitmo Great Again, the compilation of what they believe to be a current listing of people that have been dealt with in some way, processed down at the spa. They listed the two names that were listed there were, I have a screenshot here showing Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, arrested and executed, and also a screenshot from that compilation that you can look through and see the many, many names of what they're saying has happened to them. Oprah Winfrey, arrested and on house arrest. Now, this one picture with Oprah tells me all I ever needed to know about her character. Look at the fear in this lady's eyes as she looks at Harvey Weinstein and clings to Oprah, and Oprah's given him a glance like, yep, here's your honeypot for tonight. Okay, so we have one that consumes them and one that traffics them, and people are getting wise to that. In fact, this was lovely. They had to disable comments on the People's Fund of Maui promotion. These comments give me hope that the people are waking up. Had over almost 20,000 likes before it was stopped, because some of the comments included, "You've got to be kidding, you're worth $2 billion. Why don't you get back to your community? Funny how your house didn't burn down. Hey, Oprah, where's the kids?" And I thought that was really, really great that people are waking up. I mean, yes, these are one-person comments, but look at the thousands of likes each of those comments got. People are waking up. Okay, in a short reel about this, some of the comments for that fundraiser, or who cares about that human trafficker Oprah, she probably snatched like 23 little ones after this taping. Okay. Folks, we're in the middle of a war, and the war is for the right to be human. The right to have our destiny and our potential restored. And people are waking up to that. It's gone from being a silly theory to people are going, it makes sense. It makes sense. Count me in. Count me in. Okay. And just even not being in denial helps keep the worst possible outcome from happening in these situations. So good for you folks. So let's take the tarot cards though and see what the universe wants us to know. I'm going to phrase this question as the persons seen in the public eye as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Oprah Winfrey didn't garner the support that they had hoped in their People's Fund of Maui. And so I want to ask, is the alt media speculation, including me, I'm alt media, that these two are replacements and not from the light? Is there validity to that that thought, and are there other insights and information to give us more enlightenment? If so, let's see what the universe wants us to know about these CGI or avatars or 2.0s that are seen in the, or the originals, if you don't want to think they've been processed, that are seen in the public eye as Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We'll find out together. I'm gonna switch cameras, move a cat. We'll find out. 1 second. Okay, is there validity to the thought that Oprah Winfrey and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson are some sort of replacements of the originals? And other insights and information about what's going on, especially with them in regards to Maui? Let's see what the universe wants us to know. Okay, we have the 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Judgment, 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, Page of Cups. Okay, now take a look here at the cards that we've got. I'm going to tell you what intuitively they're telling me. I'll show you the elements in the cards that give me the confidence to say what I'm going to say. First of all, we were asking if there was validity to the fact that these might be 2.0 or higher's, insights and information, if so. The Wands are a fast moving sign. They're our fire sign, and fire was what affected Maui. So what I'm getting is, yes, in the past, they faced judgment. It's already a done deal. Absolutely. Okay. Now, what's being done now is causing a lot of happiness in a strange way. The pushback that they are getting with this shenanigans fundraiser that they've got, where they committed ordinary everyday people's money and not their own resources. And the pushback is very gratifying to those in the alliance and our beneficial off-world and divine helpers that are just watching to see, have people started to wake up and speak out. I mean, first you wake up, then you speak out. It took me a while to speak out, a long while. I woke up first. And so, but the speaking out is what gives them the information that, yes, there are more people awake than you thought. There's more people not buying the narratives anymore. So yeah, yes, they face judgment. We're only seeing avatars, CGIs, replacements of one stripe or another, like I said, and it's causing a celebration. The fact that we are seeing through the narratives and speaking out against them. You may say that's Oprah, but I'm not buying it. You can say that's The Rock, but I'm not buying it. Even speaking out as simply as that is powerful and effective, and helps break down this false matrix that we've been stuck in. Now let's look at the near future here. Okay, we are headed to good things, absolutely, in every possible way. I never get anything negative about where humanity is headed. We might complain about the speed, but the destination doesn't ever seem to be in doubt. And so we have, what I'm seeing here with this card, it's going to make me feel confident in saying, even though a lot of people are speaking out, there's more people that are that are almost ready to do it, to join the ranks of saying, I'm not only not asleep anymore, but I'm willing to speak out about not being asleep. I'm willing to speak out about not buying the narratives. I am not going to believe that the 4 different faces of 46 are all for one person. They're all 4 different people or 5 different people or whatever. Okay, and we're in for some celebrations and some much better relationships with those who can put humanity back on a better path. Absolutely. In fact, Page of Cups often has a, cups are our emotion suit. So we got cups going on here and cups going on here, because cups are, emotions. And this Page of Cups often means a pleasant surprise. So we've got a near future pleasant surprise coming on. And part of it is just going to be as a result of so many people waking up and not buying the BS anymore. Let's get a couple more cards for further insights and information before we call this read a wrap, okay? We have the Hanged Man, which aligns really perfectly with what I've been saying so far. I'll tell you, and the Lovers. Again, these are coming out together. 1, 2, 3, nice. The Hanged Man is looking at things in a new way. It's highlighting again what I'm saying is that there's a lot of celebration going on, because more of us are indicating and let it be known that we're awake, that we're looking at things in a new way, that we're willing to consider that this dystopian reality that we've been stuck in doesn't have to be our destiny. Okay, that it was our confinement, but not our construct. And then the Lover's card, again, we've got some nice near future cards going on here. These are near future too. So look, we've got the, this is often called the wedding card. Angel number 1111, inspiration, love, and good things. Got a cup here, often a pleasant surprise headed our way, looking at things in a new way, and the Lovers, balancing needs and wants of other people just as critically as you do for yourself. And again, with some heavenly oversight in the process. So very cool, very cool. So let's recap. We looked at the stunningly ineffective fundraiser that is being supposedly talked up by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Oprah Winfrey, who have property on Maui, and they committed the funds, promised funds, as long as they came from ordinary everyday people and not themselves. So I said, not only did I believe that these were version 2.0s or replacements or CGI of the original models, but they had to have a deep state and nefarious origin, or they would be doing more good. And people are really, really pushing back against that particular fundraiser, not the need itself. And there are other ways, I'm sure, to more directly help residents in Lahaina. I know that I saw some TikToks of people that actually live there that have turned their property over and are giving, directly. So you can do your research and see how to get your money to them without going through compromised or deep state entangled organizations. The situation was indicated by the Three of Cups and the Eight of Wands, fast moving events, looking at things in a new way, setting out on a new path. Okay. And this was in response to, are they? Yeah, we got a heck yes with the recent cast of the Judgment card. So yeah, they've already been processed at the spot. We are looking at replacements. So that at least that component of the accuracy is accurate from the information that I shared with you, that link to AMG News that has an updated list from just last week of who they think may have been and how they, as far as they know, how they've been dealt with. The current card, the situation. Now, remember, this wasn't a read about the calamity in Maui, but about these two individuals, Oprah and The Rock. And are they compromised 2.0s? And we got that there's a celebration card that so many people are seeing this, that they're not only not buying it, but they're finally starting to speak out and be vocal about it, that they're not buying it, or that they know what kind of misdeeds have led. They may not be ready to accept the reality of the 2.0s, 3.0s, 4.0s in our society, but they are willing to accept that there's people that are not what they seem to be. And they're speaking out about just exactly what they know them to have been involved with. So good for you. The number of people that are willing to speak out, even gently and softly, saying, I'm not buying it. I think you traffic. I think you, I don't think you were making jokes all those times that you said you consume little ones. I mean, the numbers of people that are saying that are going to increase. Then as a result of that, we get into our insights and information. It's going to be humanity's on a path with this waking up process, with this speaking out, because again, first you wake up and then you kind of second guess yourself, and then you finally get yourself motivated to speak out a little bit to whatever extent you're comfortable with. You may not want to sit in front of a video camera and talk about 2.0s and off-world help. You may not be there. You may be there and not want to talk about it, but more of us are going to, and that's going to help things immensely. In fact, human race as a whole, because of this process, is in line for some nice surprises. Those nice surprises include the fact that we're looking at things in a whole new way, and we're going to have newness around us to look at in a whole new way. And our beautiful alliance, the White Hearts of the Alliance. And there's not necessarily a roll call for that, a sign-in sheet. You can be a white heart. You can be aligned with that by wanting and advocating and using your powers of prayer, intention, and manifestation to picture those realities coming to play. So looking at things in a new way, celebrating, and once again, balancing needs and wants. Okay, subduing some of the more lower vibration things that we can feel, but we don't need to indulge in, like greed, okay, or hatred. It's okay to be righteous and indignant about something or have righteous anger. Absolutely, I'd be stupid not to, because there's been a lot of terrible things that have happened to innocent life. But there's also ways to express it that don't lower your vibration, or that you can just acknowledge it. This needs to be dealt with. We need justice for this. Okay. And I think we're going to be seeing more and more of it. Look for further updates on that listing. And I think, and I hope, and I am making my personal prayers and intentions such that I'm asking for, first of all, the best possible outcome for everyone on this plane of existence. That lines up with their will, because we are a free will universe. But not only that, but it happens as soon as possible. Let's get out of our loving creator's way and just say, do it, do it. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I know it's going to be good. So just come on and do it. So that's it for this video. I'm glad I don't have $2 billion like Oprah does, or 800 million like The Rock does. I'll take my money that's listed in thousands at the most. And know that I earned it, that I worked hard for it, that it didn't come at the expense of anybody else. And I'm way richer than them. And I hope you are too. So that's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time and your attention. And if you're one of those that recently woke up, or not so recently, but you're starting to speak out a little bit about what a crazy world we're in and how false so many things are, including our mainstream, or the narratives that we're told to accept, or the fear we're told we need to be programmed to feel, keep speaking out. Keep saying, not for me, don't comply. That doesn't work for me. Because even things like that are very effective tools and very effective weapons. And so is your smile, laughter, and positivity. And occasionally a good fluffy cat. So until next time, I send you love and light and wish for you everything bright. From Laura's View and Alley Cat 2, good night.